Bryan, congratulations on your incredible life journey and on your book, Just Mercy, which inspired the
Thank you.
film. I suppose my very first question is, and this might be going back a few years, but where did the title Just Mercy actually come from?
You know, I was wanting to just get people to think more honestly about the people we put in jails and prisons. People debate policy in this space as if we're going to put crimes in prison. And we create these punishments that are focused entirely on the crime. And the truth is, we don't put crimes in prison, we put people in prison. And I wanted to get people to understand that when you're talking about people, you're talking about complex organisms. And I just think we've created a system in America that is devoid of mercy. And we talk so much about it in our personal lives. We want to be forgiven when we do bad things, but and for me, that means we have to be willing to forgive others. And so I just wanted to introduce this notion of mercy into how we think about justice. And, I like the idea that we need just mercy, that we just not talked about that. And if we just focus just on mercy, that would be great. But also believe that justice without mercy isn't justice. And so that was where the idea of just mercy came from.
I was wondering, when you were being approached about, turning the book into a movie, like across your career, with regards to talking about various social issues and the criminal justice system, you've kind of used the platform of speech
Yeah.
quite readily. You use
Yeah.
literature, and now you're using the medium of film. Is that something you kind of consciously thought about, the power of cinema?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I was initially very reluctant because this is a medium where I have less control, and that was worrisome to me. But meeting Destin, the director, and then when Michael B. Jordan got involved, they were really aligned into doing this the right way, and that gave me the confidence. It's a very powerful art form. I mean, the book takes way longer than 2 hours to read, and so being able to present people this story and get them close to these issues in a 2-hour film is a really powerful way to engage more people, and I'm really excited for folks to see the film.
And what's it been like actually being on the promotional trail with the likes of Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Foxx, Brie Larson, these superstars?
Yeah. Well, to be honest, it's been a lot of fun. They are great, great people. Michael and Jamie and I've spent a lot of time together, and they're just wonderful human beings. I've enjoyed spending time with them. And the entire cast has been a real thrill to work with. It's really humbling to see people who are so talented and have the kind of celebrity that they have devote themselves to getting people to pay attention to these kinds of issues. I'm really honored by that. But it's been a thrill. It's exhausting doing these junkets, I'm not going to lie, but it's been wonderful to have the opportunity to talk about this work.
And what was that experience, both, I suppose, like what you were feeling and what you were thinking, actually seeing your life, on the big screen like that for the first time?
Well, the first time I watched the film, I don't think I breathed for 2 hours and 17 minutes, which doesn't sound humanly possible, but that's exactly what it felt like. And I was so apprehensive, and I was just in that critical, evaluative place where you're just making sure nothing bad happens. It was really the second time that I saw the film that I was actually able to enjoy it and see the amazing performances. And it's surreal, but it's very exciting. I'm really thrilled that people are going to see what I've been seeing for the last 35 years and have the opportunity to react and respond to the kind of injustice that has defined and shaped my life. I just think people will be motivated to do more once they get close enough to see what we present in Just Mercy, and I hope that they do more, because we absolutely need to create a more reliable system.
And on that subject, Bryan, just my very last question for you. Something you said last week on The Ellen Show really struck me. There's something better waiting for us in America. What can both America and we across the world do to get to that better place?
I think we have to reckon with the truth of our histories. I think we have to talk more about the injustice, the inequality, the mistakes we've made, the abuse we've condoned. I think we have to push against the politics of fear and anger, which breed contempt and oppression and inequality and cause people to tolerate things they shouldn't tolerate. I do think that there is something better waiting for us. I think there's something that feels more like freedom and equality than what we've experienced anywhere on the planet. But to get there, we're going to have to fight. We're going to have to stand up when people say sit down. We're going to have to speak when people say be quiet. But when we do that, something really powerful and transformational happens. And I'm excited to imagine a world where more people are doing that, because I think it can yield some really beautiful things.
It is ordered, adjudged, and decreed that Walter McMillan is to face death by electrocution.
This is my dad, sir.
Sit down, young man.
John, I want you to sit down now.
He ain't do nothing wrong.
Please, Judge, hold on 1 second.
I won't say it again. Sit down.
Not if you gonna kill my dad for no reason. You killing my family, sir, you!